Pinpoint Weather on NBC5 News is brought to you by the Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe.
Hey, welcome back to NBC5 as we look at on the Manor Cam for this Wednesday morning. Again, a little bit more of a hazier sky compared to yesterday at this hour. 66 right now. It's 1 degree warmer than yesterday. Going to feel nice for the next couple of hours, but we're getting right back into the heat here for today. Look at that visibility. We do have some patchy fog along the coastline this morning. You're seeing Brookings down to 1.25 miles. Port Orford at 1/2 mile. You also see a drop off in visibility for Klamath Falls. Well, that's because of the dense smoke out there in our eastern counties with the Hagglestein fire on 97 between Chiloquin and Klamath Falls. This is also producing some unhealthy air quality levels at this hour. Keep this in mind if you're in that area with that dense smoke. You can definitely lower the air quality even worse. And with that, of course, make sure you're limiting your outdoor time and wearing the N95 mask. And look at the main contributors of the smoke as we're getting through today. Hagglestein fire and the Butler fires, both fires still no containment on that. We also have the Cram fire further north and also another one further south, and that's going to continue to kind of produce a little bit of smoke in our area. We might see a little bit of some clearing happening as we're getting into the end of this week. The jet stream is going to be changing and we're going to start to cool off a few degrees. We also have a little front moving in as we get into this weekend. So that is some good news. Not as hot temperatures on the way. Still going to be hot here for today. Heat advisory in place till 8 p.m. with the hot temperatures expected. Again, make sure you're still taking care of yourself, finding ways to stay cool and taking breaks if you're out working in this and staying hydrated. We look at the temperature outlook climate prediction center and you see we get back into some seasonal like temperatures and slightly below that for parts of the northwest. Further east going to be continuing to be dealing with the hot temperatures expected. And again, it's going to be hot here for today. We're into the 90s and triple digits returning back into the valleys. Now, some of these highs might not make it to that depending on the level of smoke that we have in our area. Denser the smoke, the less solar radiation, and those temperatures might not make it into what we are expecting. I'm going to 102, which is actually a small drop off compared to some of the models for today. We also have that slight breeze continuing in the afternoon hours coming in from the northwest. This just adds to some of the higher fire risk across our area. It's not overly strong, but it's just strong enough to make those fire levels a little bit higher. And we look at upper 90s the rest of this week. No big cool down there. We do drop off into some lower 90s through this weekend. Again, returning to seasonal temperatures, mostly sunny conditions expected, but again, hazy sky for the next couple of days at least, and lower 60s for morning lows as we get into this weekend. Klamath Basin, some patchy dense smoke, hazy sky, lower 90s all the way through the rest of this week, but back into some 80s for highs as we get into this weekend and next week. We do look at some higher wind speeds though for this weekend, unfortunately, which might continue to fuel some of these fires we've got out there into our eastern counties. Northern California also looking at some breezy winds starting Friday and all the way through Monday. Highs dropping off from 100 today to mid-90s Saturday to lower 90s to start next week. And the coastline will see a slight warm up, but patchy fog next couple of mornings expected and mostly sunny into the afternoon hours. We do see a slight warm up again with some mid-60s by this weekend.